Well, the day has come. I got some new tires for the YXZ, and I just want to make a, hopefully to be a short video, but my procedure on installing new tires and beadlock rings on properly um, torquing these rings. Let's get started. First, I like to take an old bar stool, works perfect. Take the wheel, set it up there, take a little WD-40, spray the entire wheel. I always like to take a little air pressure, make sure that the threads are clear. Now these wheels, alright, that part's done. These wheels here are about 6 years old. This will be the 5th set of tires that I have put on. And I've never had an issue with strip bolts, broke bolts, or any issue with the wheel itself. They're not the most high dollar set of wheels, but they work. They're inexpensive beadlocks. Same thing, take a little WD-40. I like to spray the tire, both sides. Just helps to get the tire onto the wheel. Make sure it's on there good. This is where the bar stool comes in handy. Puts the tire up where you need it. Alright. So now, I always like to center the tire the best you can. It looks pretty good. Now take the beadlock ring, center it over the tire. Lining all the holes up. I like to take, I have this Malco screwdriver, that accepts these bits, little magnet, because I always like putting anti-seize on all my bolts. Everybody has a pet peeve on how they do things. If you notice, I'm putting them all in at a crisscross pattern, and I'm just hand tightening them to kind of set the ring in place. But again, these wheels, this is the 5th set of tires that are going on these wheels. And I've never had an issue because this is the way I've always done it. Let me get all these installed, and I'll get to where I'll start to tighten them and torque them. Alright, going in with the last one. Alright, those are all about the same feel. Now I'll take one of these. This is what I've always used for years. This is an old Craftsman, spinner. I just had a brain, meltdown. I forgot what you call these. I've had this one for years. But anyway, I take one of these, I look at the tire, I look like I got the same all the way around. Now I'll start crisscrossing, and what I do, I just go a quarter turn, to try to get that same feel on every one of them. Just crisscrossing back and forth. That way it's pulling the beadlock ring down evenly, square, straight. It's not offloading it to one side. once I get it done like this by hand, then I'll use the torque wrench. Then I just kind of go around one time by hand, see if they all feel the same, which they do. Nope, just missed that one a little bit. And like I said, if you see, I'm just going a quarter of a turn. You know, seating it all the way. I must have missed that one a little bit, but it'd be all right. Now these are quarter 20 bolts. So the fastening torque on a quarter 20 is only 76 inch-pounds. So I like to go, I just go to 70 with them. Alright, so now I got them hand tight. Get my old Craftsman made in USA, and this is where I start torquing. Same thing, I'll go quarter turn in a crisscross pattern. You can see it's already, you know, pulling the torque. But if I go more than a quarter turn and it don't click, I move on. You know, I like to keep pulling them down evenly. Yeah, you can see, like that one clicked, this one didn't. You know, just go round and round and crisscross. That's my crisscross. Now I just go round and round. I go around multiple times to every bolt is the same. And as you make, this one may click, then this one won't click. And then, you know, you just, till you get them evenly. You know, this is where I just, you know, again, I go a quarter of a turn. See, like that one didn't click and that one did. You know, the trick to installing these correctly is equal amount of pressure on the beadlock ring. And if you do that every time, take a little time, you know, with a torque wrench, you can reuse these wheels multiple times. You'll never have, well, I ain't gonna say never have an issue, but chances are you won't. Now I'm starting to hit torque now. This is where I kind of slow down, get a feel for it. See, that one didn't click. Neither did that one. So this side is still pulling down, and that one didn't click. That's why I only go a quarter of a turn, because I don't want to over tighten the bolt. I want to keep them all even. And I get it, you know, in a shop scenario, you know, customers out front waiting, wanting their stuff, people do it quick. And it's so easy to take them a walk-in, just zip, 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 crisscross it, done. I can't tell you how many bolts I'd see cross-threaded, stripped, some over-tightened, some not tightened enough. Skip it. So this side is still tightening down, and I keep going around. I keep going around to every one of them clicks the same without any pull. See how this side here has reached 70 inch-pounds. And like I said, this is a 1/4 bolt. See, this side still ain't reaching it. So that means this side is still pulling down. Fastener torque on these bolts is 76 inch-pounds. I just go to 70. That's what I've always done. And I've reused these bolts multiple times. I know this might seem like a little overkill to some people, but this is the way I do it. I've never had an issue. Starting to get there now. All right, I think this will be the last time. Yeah, see, these have reached torque and they're not turning at all. But this side over here still turning. Means it's still pulling it down evenly. And I know people just, do them by hand, by feel. And you can do that. I've done it before, at the racetrack where I didn't have a torque wrench. But when I'm here at the house, got the radio on, nobody's bothering me, I want to do it right. See, this side here is still tightening down. There we go. I think that's it. This is probably going to be the last time. Yeah, they're not moving now. Nope, that one still moved. That one still moved. Sometimes when they do that, so to get to here, and it's done, so I'll back it up. Alright, we're good now. That one still turned a little bit. We're gonna go one more time, because I'm anal that way. Sorry. Yeah, these are good now. Yeah, see, they're not turning. Torque wrench is clicking. Oh yeah, we good. People, that's what they make torque wrenches for. Use them, All right, last step. Seat the back of the bead. Take your little valve core tool, remove the valve core. So get it pulled out. I don't like standing over the beadlock. There's 10 pounds right there. It should set the bead about 12 pounds. There it went. I actually set it at 20 pounds. I don't know if you can see that. And put your core back in. Set your tire pressure. On these, I want to run them at 12 pounds in the rear, 10 in the front. All right, and there's my 12 pounds. Always like to take the tire, inspect it, look at it. It's definitely seated. I like looking at the beadlock ring. You know, you can see this lip right here, got the same distance all the way around, so the tire's centered good. And that's it. That's how you properly install a beadlock ring on a off-road tire. That's how I do it anyway. So if y'all like this video, I just thought I'd share. You know, hit that like button. If you disagree with something, let me know. I'm curious. You know, how do y'all do it? You know, what is y'all's method? I just show y'all my way of doing it. You know, like I said, with a torque wrench. I don't know how many other people out there torque their beadlock rings, but that's the way I do it. So if you like this video, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.